Remember when Subway was the healthy choice? When a footlong was $5 and eating fresh meant something? Those days are gone. While Subway's been marketing themselves as the fresh, affordable alternative, the reality tells a different story. Independent lab testing found their chicken contained only 50% chicken DNA. Their tuna? No detectable tuna DNA in 19 out of 20 samples tested. Sandwiches measured 11 inches but sold as footlongs. Bread contained chemicals found in yoga mats. Today, I'm breaking down 7 documented issues about Subway that'll make you think twice before your next footlong. This isn't speculation. These are lawsuits, lab results, federal investigations, and court rulings. Hit that subscribe button because what I'm about to show you is something Subway definitely doesn't want going viral. The footlong that wasn't. Let's start with something so simple, a teenager exposed it with a tape measure, January 2013. An Australian teenager measures his Subway footlong, 11 inches, not 12. The post exploded, 118,000 likes in one day. The New York Post tested 7 footlongs. 4 measured only 11 to 11.5 inches. That's an 8% shortage on every sandwich. Pure profit for Subway. Class action lawsuits consolidated in federal court. The settlement? 10 plaintiffs split $5,000. Lawyers got $520,000. The 7th Circuit Court of Appeals rejected it. Judge Diane Sykes called it no better than a racket. Her exact words? 0 plus 0 equals 0. Subway's defense? Subway footlong is a trademark, not a measurement of length. According to their own lawyers, when you order a footlong, you're not entitled to 12 inches. It's just branding. At $8 to $14 per sandwich today, that missing inch adds up. Every footlong that measured 11 inches gave you 8% less food than you paid for. Multiply that by millions of customers over years. Bottom line, Subway fought in court to prove they don't have to give you 12 inches when they advertise a footlong. The yoga mat chemical scandal. What if I told you that until 2014, the same chemical used to make yoga mats was also in Subway's bread, azotocarbonamide, used in food as a bleaching agent and dough conditioner. In plastics, it makes yoga mats, shoe soles, and foam materials spongy and elastic. The World Health Organization linked it to respiratory problems and asthma. When baked, it breaks down into semicarbazide and urethane, both linked to cancer in rodents. Europe, the UK, and Australia banned it. The FDA approved it at 45 parts per million, February 2014. Food blogger Vani Hari launched a petition, over 57,000 signatures in days. The Environmental Working Group found it in nearly 500 food products. But Subway took the hit because Michelle Obama had just partnered with them to promote their kids menu as healthy. April 2014. Subway announced complete removal. They claimed the process had already begun before the petition. Convenient timing. Here's the thing, azotocarbonamide makes dough faster and cheaper to produce. The fact they could remove it in weeks shows they never needed it. For years, when Subway told you to eat fresh, you were consuming industrial foam plastic chemicals with potential carcinogenic byproducts. The tuna mystery, January 2021. A California lawsuit made a stunning allegation. Subway's tuna contains no actual tuna. The plaintiffs commissioned lab testing. 20 Subway locations across Southern California. Results? 19 out of 20 samples showed no detectable tuna DNA. June 2021. The New York Times investigated 3 Los Angeles locations. Their lab found no amplifiable tuna DNA. Testing detected chicken, pork, and cattle DNA in what Subway sells as 100% tuna. The lawsuit's 28-page complaint mentioned tuna 244 times. Subway's defense? Cooking denatures DNA, making it untestable. Instead of transparent testing, they created SubwayTunaFacts.com, a dedicated website just to defend their tuna. 2023, the plaintiff dismissed the case, citing pregnancy complications. Subway immediately demanded she pay over $618,000 in legal fees. $618,000 for questioning their ingredients. The lab offered 2 explanations. Either the tuna was processed so heavily that DNA identification became impossible, or there wasn't any tuna. Real tuna is expensive. Soy protein and seafood blend fillers, cheap. Processing fish until DNA becomes unidentifiable, perfect cover. When you order tuna at Subway, you're paying premium prices for mystery protein that lab testing couldn't identify as tuna. the 50% chicken scandal. If this is already changing how you think about Subway, smash that subscribe button because we're just getting started. February 2017, CBC's Marketplace tested fast food chicken from 5 chains. Professional DNA analysis at Trent University's Wildlife Forensic DNA Laboratory. McDonald's tested at 88.5% chicken DNA. Wendy's at 89.4%. Tim Hortons at 88.5%. Subway, 53.6% in the oven roasted chicken, 42.8% in the chicken strips, not even half. The rest, soy protein fillers. The lab thought they made a mistake. They ordered 5 fresh samples, retested, same results. CBS News described Subway's meat as a processed concoction of actual meat and lots of water held together by modified food starch and soy protein concentrate, goose with artificial flavorings. Subway's response? They filed a $210 million defamation lawsuit against CBC. November 2019, the Ontario Superior Court dismissed Subway's lawsuit entirely, protected under anti-SLAPP legislation. Laws preventing corporations from using lawsuits to silence public criticism. Subway claimed 3 billion impressions worldwide, but they couldn't disprove the DNA results. Soy protein costs a fraction of actual chicken. Instead of proving their chicken is real, Subway spent millions trying to silence journalists. When you order chicken at Subway, you're getting less than half real chicken, paying chicken prices for tofu prices. The franchise exploitation machine Subway doesn't just deceive customers. They built a franchise model that systematically exploits immigrant entrepreneurs. About 50% of Subway locations are owned by immigrants versus 30% industry-wide. Subway charges only $15,000 to open versus $45,000 at McDonald's and Burger King. They're deliberately targeting inexperienced operators with limited capital. Once locked in, franchisees face a 350-page rulebook, over 3,000 ways to violate standards. Dirty windows, cucumbers sliced incorrectly, arbitrary cleanliness standards. Business development agents oversee hundreds of locations and have access to competitors' financial books. 2 former field consultants told the New York Times they were instructed to find or manufacture reasons for bad evaluations. Violations increase royalties from 8% to 10.5%. On razor-thin margins, that's a death sentence. 2017, Subway took 718 arbitration actions against franchisees. McDonald's, 1. Federal investigations found Bay Area franchisees hiring 14 and 15-year-olds for dangerous equipment, issuing bad checks, stealing tips. California Labor Commissioner found immigrant workers paid below minimum wage. Some never received paychecks. Subway charges the highest franchise fees in quick service, 12.5% of gross sales. With average store revenues of only $490,000, franchisees barely survive while corporate collects volume fees. The low entry cost isn't generosity, it's bait, from $5 footlong to $20 reality. And if you think your friends need to see this, hit that like button to help spread the word. Remember the $5 footlong? A BLT footlong costs $5.50 in 2019. 2024? $8.49. That's 54% in 5 years. Some cities charge $14. Customers report $18 to $21 for a single sandwich. One viral TikTok showed $33 for 2 footlongs before coupons. A Lending Tree survey found 78% of consumers now consider fast food a luxury purchase. Fast food prices increased 41% from 2017 to 2024. Consumer Price Index, 35.9%. Restaurants are raising prices faster than inflation. Subway's U.S. sales, $9.5 billion in 2024, down 3.8% from 2023, with average unit volumes of $490,000, among the lowest in the industry. Price increases are about maintaining profit margins, not covering costs. Jersey Mike's generates 3 times the revenue per store with comparable prices. What was once affordable fast food now costs as much as sit-down restaurants. Same processed ingredients, same quality issues, just significantly more expensive. The Great Collapse. What happens when a company deceives customers, exploits franchisees, and jacks up prices while quality stagnates? Collapse. Subway peaked at 27,100 locations in 2015. They've closed 7,600 stores. 2024 alone saw 631 closures. 9th consecutive year of decline. Subway now operates 19,502 locations, lowest in 20 years. 28% of their network gone in less than a decade. The company fell from number 8 to number 9 in sales, surpassed by Chipotle. Average unit volume increased just 1% despite 4% price increases. Stores lost customers. Jersey Mike's generates 3 times the revenue per store. Jersey Mike's sold for $8 billion with 3,000 locations. Subway, $9.6 billion with 20,000 stores. 23 Oregon stores closed overnight after a bank hack. 200 employees lost job without warning. These aren't random closures. They're the inevitable result of a broken business model. When customers abandon the brand over quality and price concerns, when every controversy erodes trust, collapse is the only outcome. Those 7,600 closed stores prove the market is rejecting Subway. These aren't isolated incidents. They reveal systematic deception, cost-cutting at quality's expense, and short-term profits over sustainability. What we're watching is the collapse of a brand built on Eat Fresh while delivering heavily processed, questionable ingredients at premium prices. When you spend $210 million suing journalists instead of proving your chicken is real, when you fight to claim footlong doesn't mean 12 inches. When you exploit immigrants while price gouging customers, the system breaks. If you still eat at Subway, skip the tuna and chicken, verify your sandwich measures 12 inches. Recognize you're paying premium prices for heavily processed ingredients. Better yet, support local sandwich shops where you see actual turkey being sliced. Or consider Jersey Mike's delivering 3 times the value per store. Subway's downfall isn't bad luck, it's accountability. When corporations deceive customers and hide behind lawyers instead of proving food quality, they deserve to fail. The 7,600 closed stores prove the market eventually delivers justice. Hit subscribe if this opened your eyes, and drop a comment telling us what shocked you most. Are you still eating at Subway after learning this, or are you done with the mystery meat? Let me know below.